segment 3.
3.
You know what? I forgot to look up that event I was supposed to shout out. We'll have to do it segment 4, I guess.
Okay, we'll get it in the beginning.
It's I have to look at it.
It got hot in here.
Hey, you know what?
We're
We're going to go into this right now. Gentlemen, I just watched or listened to some guy I don't know. Probably his since he uses online stuff, his smoothness is a 0. Literally get put to a meat grinder.
Meat grinder.
Never talked to this guy. I don't know if he's as bad as everybody says. But I want to talk about how you don't end up in that meat grinder. And I'm going to get in trouble here because people are going to freak out. I think it all depends on what age you are. I don't know. But as a 54-year-old guy, I will tell you, get off those dating sites. If you're a man, get off those dating sites because they're not designed for you. They're basically designed for ladies, okay? If you want to raise your stock and you want to basically put yourself in a position where you're just above the desperados that go on dating sites, get off of dating sites. Now what are you going to do then? This is what you're going to do. You're going to be a little old school, okay? The last time I was dating, there were no dating sites. There were no apps. There were no cell phones. So you got to do it the old-fashioned way. Got to have to build a little rapport.
What?
Got to build a little rapport.
Build rapport?
Yeah, you have to take a little time to build a rapport. And then you call the lady up and you ask her out to dinner.
What?
Can you do that? Dinner.
Before
Now,
texting for 2 months?
F that. Okay. Next thing. It is 2017. You got to respect these ladies. Maybe they want to meet you at a restaurant or a neutral place. No problem with that. You may go old school and wash your car and vacuum it and go pick her up and actually take her to the restaurant. You could do it old school like that. Give her the choice. Okay, no problem there,
have
right?
To build trust to have that one happen.
Now, you got to have a little bit of, that's why you're building a little rapport. I know it's 2017. I know it's like the old days where you spend 3 days washing your car and you go pick the girl up and you take her to dinner. It's different. You got to be able to move with the flow. Get off these dating sites. And you want to really know something? If you're a guy, I wouldn't even have a social media site. Maybe a little one. But if you're a guy that's just sitting there day after day with selfies and, women pictures and all that stuff, these women stalk like they meet you and they look at that stuff. It just lowers you in their eyes.
If you don't have a Facebook these days, if you don't have any social media site, I'm going to wonder what you're hiding, number one. But what you put on there is important.
I know.
It is.
Because it's designed for ladies, okay? It's not designed for guys.
Selfies, yeah, if it's nothing but selfies, I'm going to think you're a narcissist.
It's not designed for guys, okay? You might have a social media site. Hey, I'm so-and-so. Here's a picture of me and my mom. Okay, whatever. The main important thing is get off those dating sites. They are not designed for you. And it lowers your stock. As it makes you feel like you're like a desperado. Now, I know there's people who meet on those things. I know it's 2017. I know I haven't ever been on one. But if I was suddenly single, believe me, I would never go on a dating site. And you know why? Because I have no problem picking up a phone and calling a gal and asking her out on after I have built a rapport. You want to know a secret? Here's one for the young guys.
That's why you've been married for 17 years.
This is why for the young guys. You're in a classroom, college classroom, right? Hot girl in there, right?
Yeah.
Want to ask her out? Do you do it right away? No. Why? Because if she says no, you got to look at her every day for the rest of the semester. You ask her out on the last day of the class. You build that rapport. You build that rapport all semester, then you go for the big date on the last day. And then if she says no, you don't have to see her anymore. Don't put yourself in a position.
Do some research in the history. Have conversations with her. Find out what she's interested in.
Just build a rapport. Get off them dating sites. I'm telling you, Danny Vegas says if you're a guy, get off them dating sites because they're not designed for you. They may say they are, but they are not.
So where are you going to meet people these days? If you were suddenly single, where are you going to meet people that you might consider dating or they might consider dating you? Where's it appropriate then anymore?
Well, what did we do 20 years ago?
I don't know, grocery store, library.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a
Dinosaur
happy
petting
hour,
zoo.
not the disco at 11 o'clock at night. I mean, there's a process. I mean, hey, I'm the first one to admit I've gotten that process down to about 10 minutes. But at the same time, okay, there's a process here. If you want to date great gals, here's the rule of the day. Go for the cool, don't go for the kill. If you do that, believe me, the ladies that you date will be higher level, and if they ain't sitting there and you got this whole online history, they're stalking you and all that stuff and checking you out like, oh my God, you were in Hawaii a month ago. Why are you dating me now? Right?
Oh,
so
yes.
yeah. See,
That was from my past,
exactly.
right? Hawaii a month ago with this girl.
You're in Hawaii a month ago with this girl, and now you're at the restaurant with me. What's going on?
No, this was for real. And when I asked, you know what he said? You know what he said? It's complicated.
Exactly.
And you know what I said? No, it's really simple. Bye.
First of all, gentlemen, why are you putting yourself in that position in the first place?
Go for the cool, not the kill.
Go for the cool.
like that.
Don't go for the kill, okay? Now, you young cats, I know it's all about quantity over quality. I know all that. But as you're an older guy, get off them dating sites. Because if you're an older guy on one of those dating sites, it's a sign of desperation in my book. And you will, if you get off those dating sites and go old school like you did when you were younger, practicing the 3 Danny Vegas rules on how to meet and gain the attention, affection of women, which we can go over another time, you will do better than these dating sites.
Old school is good school. Now,
get off the dating sites.
I'm not completely opposed. You know, people, where you want to meet and find each other, that's fine. But I got to agree with the basic tenets of what you're saying. There is something about old school charm, relationships, seeing if you've got that chemistry. And things online on social are so superficial. I had 2 people that I met.
Right.
They were both single, a guy and a gal, right?
Okay.
And they were both looking, and I thought when I met both of them, I'm like, you guys might be a good fit for each other. You're about the same age, personality-wise. I knew them both.
Right.
And thought they should meet. And so you know what I did?
I don't know
Number
what
one,
you
I shouldn't be a matchmaker. So I sent a little inquiry to each of them, right? And I sent each of them a picture. Do you know, both of them were kind of like, I'm not really that excited with what I'm seeing. Just one picture each.
Right.
One picture each. They don't know each other at all, other than, you know what? I think you're cool and you'd be good together, and you think you're,
Well, the issue is...
They both turned him down over just the way they looked, though.
Well,
That's why you're not gonna find anybody.
Here's a hint, okay? Usually 99.9% of the time when it comes to human beings, what's pleasing to the eye is what starts the process of courting and
But
dating.
they weren't like, oh, hideous, my eyes, give me some, bleach bath. It was just, she doesn't really excite me. Yeah, I don't know if I'm really feeling it. But I think that matchmaking, when 2 people, I think matchmaking, to me, I would take a recommendation from a girlfriend of mine that knew me really well and said, hey, you know what, I really like this person, and this is why I think you might like them. Then I would have a cup of coffee.
I think I need...
If I was in a space where I was dating, which I'm not right now.
Danny Vegas needs another show called Suddenly Single. I tell you guys, you follow my plan. You follow my plan. I can. You know what? I can hook you up.
Get you married. If that's what you're looking for, I got to say that most
for guys,
most
it's about gaining the attention and affection of women. That's what we do anything for. That's what it's all about. Down in the, that we used to kill wildebeest so we can bring meat home to the gal.
Attention and affection, not respect. Respect and admiration.
Yeah, we don't want to get too far into the locker room here, but no. No, guys.
Well, that would explain it, because there's a lot of disrespectful.
No, they're not disrespectful. It's just you don't understand the male mind. You just don't understand it. Okay, it's just.
If you start a conversation with someone and it's a deception and a lie. If you start it that way, how could you possibly have anything good after? There is no good money does not come after bad.
Let me tell you something.
Don't start it wrong. Don't start it with a lie.
If you go to an elevator, at the same time there's a guy there and the door opens and he lets you in first.
Yes. That's respect. That's not a lie. That's great. Look at my ass.
It might be respectful, but that guy's not thinking anything respectful. It's basically a gesture of kindness to see
To see what? To see my ass?
Just to see what happens. Everything men do, or some type of a shot across the bow, or it's a.
But that's okay.
They have their radar on.
But that's
They have their radar on, and if you say something, ding, 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 ding. Time to pursue.
It's okay.
Oh, nothing there. Oh.
You all are hunters. You should have your hunting instinct going, but make sure you've got the right ammo in your gun if you want to bag that babe.
Well, we can make a whole show about that because every woman's different. And guys, you know what they think? It's just a numbers game. It's just a numbers game. But anyway, we'll be back for segment 4. Metro Diner, the big man on campus is in the house. Next on Danny Vegas Live.